I'm excited for this season. I think it's going to be beautiful. And I'm going to be making more vlogs like this because like my life is wild and it's hectic and we're always doing something new and something unique. And I want to bring you guys alongside the journey. It's not always going to be spoken word, obviously. But my life is bigger than that. The calling God has on my life is much bigger.
But just to be safe, I'm going to leave the seatbelt sign on. I'm going to ask you all to remain seated in your seats for your safety. Ambassador Watt attended to.
All right, so I just arrived here on Sea Island, and this is legitimately the smallest airport I've been to in my life. Like, I'm outside waiting for a lift, and there's not a single person out here with me. On the inside, there's one baggage claim carousel. There was 30 of us on the entire flight. Smallest plane I've ever been to in my life. So now we're just waiting for a lift. That cost $1 million, unfortunately. But we're gonna get to the Clossier Resort, which from what I've researched looks amazing. I called earlier to see if we could get early check-in because I just woke up not feeling super great today. And I don't think we're meeting till around 5, so I don't know what to do in the meantime other than sleep. So we'll see if we get in early. I'm excited. I think it's gonna be fun.
Rubenstein Law Weather Center. Injured? Call Rubenstein Law. 1-800-FL-LEGAL.
So pretty.
Hey man, appreciate it, bro.
This is Tableau. This is our Italian restaurant. This is also where we serve breakfast in the morning, 7 to 11.
Nice.
Are you getting any free time for yourself while you're here?
Absolutely.
Quite a bit of y'all coming in.
Yeah. I don't know how many, but I know a good bit.
70 rooms today?
Oh gosh.
I believe. I think that's what it was.
How many rooms? We made it to the Clossier. Room is super amazing. I'm so excited to be here. Like, this is bougie as it gets. And guys, it was free. They invited 14 to 20 young leaders who are doing impactful things in the country all across the nation. And I somehow got picked because of the work I'm doing with the Hope Booth and with Ex Nihilo. And it's just so dope to see how God's just like always opening doors to put me in rooms and positions that don't make sense to be in. Like, I'm just consistently in awe. And I'm excited because I know majority of the leaders who are gonna be here are actually older. I know the up to like 70 years old, and like there is nothing I love more than learning from older, seasoned, faithful leaders who have been there and they've done it and they prove themselves. Like, I have so much to learn, especially as like a nonprofit leader. So I'm excited. I think it's gonna be hype. espressos. These are the good stuff. I don't even drink coffee, but people love those. Okay, this is beautiful. It's like super regal and like Victorian vibes. Really cool. The property's amazing. I'm gonna go take a little tour soon, but I'm gonna go find a bite to eat because that's what's most important. But I have like, I don't know how much longer to enjoy the room by myself before my roommate comes. They didn't tell me that I'd have a roommate, so this will be interesting. But I think everyone who's been invited is like, is super dope. So I'm kind of excited. We're gonna make a new friend. It's gonna be fun, and we don't have to share the same bed, so that's a huge plus. I'm good. How are you?
What you up to today?
Trying to eat some good food.
You gonna get some spa time in there? I'm sure they're gonna have like a
So I ordered a chicken kebab type dish, coconut rice, grilled chicken. So my phone died, so I couldn't continue documenting the food, but rest assured, it was not the best that I have had in my life. May even be in the top for worst that I've had in my life. It was so bad. The chicken was red, cold, so I took it back and they said, hey, we can replace it with anything you want. I said, okay. So I replaced it with what I was originally gonna get, which is the coconut shrimp tacos. Also not good. So I come to the assumption I'm gonna be fasting. If the event doesn't provide the food, I'm fasting, because that was like $20-something, and I didn't even like it. I had to get a side of fries for $6 because that was the only thing on the menu that made sense, that you can't possibly mess up. You can't possibly mess up French fries. But now we're just on a stroll. The weather's amazing. Just kind of, well, the weather's not amazing. It's not sunny, but it's not like cold. So now I'm just on a stroll trying to see what else there is before the rest of the people come. Just enjoying a nice walk. Spa. Upon this random room called the Clubhouse. Look at this. Yeah, I think this will actually be helpful for you to know. So we spent all of last year beta moding our prototype, and that was walking away with a little over 1,000 surveys of people who've experienced the Hope Booth from 6 to 72 years old in 2 different countries, and I think we hit about 30 different cities. Just throughout the US in general. And so we took all of that and we said, okay, well, the prototype had 4 experiences. How do we create more experiences? And then how do we hunker down on what people loved And how do we take away what people didn't love? Turns out there was actually nothing that people didn't love. So you would think that would make it easier, but then it made it a little bit harder because we were like, oh man, we had things we wanted to add, but do we add things that we haven't tested out? Is that risky or is that not? And so we did this thing called Hope in Action, where our team splits up and we go out into the different cities and we meet different people of wide spectrum. So this could be someone living on the streets. This could be the CEO of a Fortune 500. And we hear their stories. After we hear their stories, we sit down, we share these stories, we have pictures of each person, we talk about them, and we realize each person's story represents a pretty large ratio of those on the earth in general. So, for example, if I met you today,
super excited.
Please, I love it. Keep it going.
You might have to spend more time with it.
Transformation since August 2021.
Okay.
Yeah, great culture.
When did you feel?
So it was, LeBron's trying to break free right now, and Shannon's a big LeBron fan, so he was at the Lakers game, they were playing the Grizzlies, and I guess Dylan Brooks was guarding LeBron.
yeah, this place is like one of the most beautiful places I've ever been to. It's like the color scheme is like very Christmas-like, red and green. It has a lot of tans. It's pretty. Like, genuinely one of the most beautiful places I've been to. So, interesting angle, I know, but I'm just kind of tired of holding my phone. We are ending the retreat, and I'm just here in a garden. Enjoying my time, embracing the weather. It's so nice. This has been just such a fruitful trip. Like, I don't even know where to begin. Like, sometimes I'm just in awe that God even like allows me to be in some rooms, because I was just sitting there the whole time and there was like a voice saying, Glow, you don't belong in here. Like, I mean, these are crazy names in this room. And then the Holy Spirit just kept whispering, no, Glow, you belong here. That's why I have you here. I'm gracing you for this moment. I've purposed you for this moment. And I think a lot of times we just try to cheat ourselves out of like the will and providence of God, and we let insecurity and the spirit of doubt creep in. And so I just feel like we're just in a season where we have to come out of agreement with the spirit of doubt. We have to come out of agreement with the spirit of insecurity, out of agreement with the imposter syndrome, and rise into who God's called us to be. Like, you're supposed to be where you are, man. God picked you on purpose. Don't ever forget that.
A little bit of
Yes. Yes.
My name's Lance.
Thank you.
Anything else, I'd be happy to help you.
Lovely. Thank you so much. I appreciate it.
It's freezing. Honestly, this whole trip, I've been so cold. I thought maybe because we're like by a beach, it'd be kind of warm. But no, it's actually really cold. And so on the first day I came out here, they have a fireplace like blazing. You already know, anemic me, I'm on fire. So I came out here today and the fireplace wasn't on. So I went to the front and I said, hey, they're setting up the fireplace. Oh yeah, I've been here.
Okay, we had to find some wood. So,
Thank you. Thank you. All right, so I just finally landed, touched base, and made it home in Atlanta after 2-3 days in Sea Island for a really incredible time with some really impactful people who are building the kingdom of God in like beautiful ways. And I'm just like consistently in awe because I'm like, man, am I supposed to be here? And God is just like, yeah, Glow, I've been raising you up for such a time as this. And so it's so cool to be in moments where like the enemy tries to whisper to you, like, you're not supposed to be here, and like consistently reminded that God has been like positioning me, preparing me all along to step into these rooms. Like, this is what I prayed for. And like, I'm tired. I'm not gonna lie. I'm just so tired, so overjoyed, so overwhelmed. It's like so much I have to process through still. And God is just like continually reminding my spirit to rejoice, because like your prayers are being answered in real time. Even if it comes with tiredness, even if it comes with overwhelmment. It's like, man, this is all of this together is what I prayed for. So rejoice, rejoice, rejoice. I know that God is increasing my capacity. He's sustaining me where I feel weary and tired. He is the wind behind my sails. And so it's just been amazing. Like, I'm in awe. We got a big trip coming up next week to LA for the work we're doing with the Hope Booth, and it's going to require a lot, and there's not a lot of days left before next week. I don't typically like to work on days after travel, but there's just so much I got to get done because the week's almost over and time is dwindling. And so I'm just going to probably call it a night pretty early, grab dinner, go to sleep so I could wake up, because the grind begins tomorrow. And it's like we've been saying on our team, it's go season. Like, we've prayed, we've fasted, we've done all of the nitty gritty spiritual aspects of this work. And now we just feel like we have this permission from God to go. Like, it is go season, charge forward in faith, boldly and courageously. And that's what we're going to do. It requires work. I think sometimes we think like, because God is a miracle worker, it doesn't require work on our end. That's far from the truth. Like, because God is a miracle worker, it actually requires partnership on our end. And partnership oftentimes looks like faith in action. If you're believing God to move miraculously on your behalf, you have to be in motion when he says go. That's like key right there. And so, yeah, I'm excited for this season. I think it's going to be beautiful. And I'm going to be making more vlogs like this because like my life is wild and it's hectic and we're always doing something new and something unique. And I want to bring you guys alongside the journey. It's not always going to be spoken word, obviously, but my life is bigger than that. The calling God has on my life is much bigger, and I'm honored to get to do this. This is special work right here. We're changing people's lives, and we're going to make the world a better place, and I'm honored that you chose to be a part of this with me. Hey, if you don't already, follow the Hope Booth on Instagram at The Hope Booth. Follow me on Instagram at Gloria Umana. I'll put some links in all the places, but thank you for joining me. I think this journey is going to be special and fun. And if you haven't already, subscribe. Let me know in the comments what you want to see from me this year. I'm gonna do a mixture of things like vlogs, day in the lives. I'll do maybe like some spoken word breakdowns because I know a lot of you guys really liked some of those pieces that I've shared over the years. But if there's anything specific that you want to know about me, questions-wise or content-wise that you want me to do, drop it in the comments, and let's make this a year where YouTube is fun and where we do this consistently. Love you guys. Grateful for y'all. Have a good one.